he walked out, he looked like a Clydesdale.
I'm getting really good at this year. When I say good at it, I mean picking the stand that doesn't have any deer on it. Blind's right here. I didn't see any deer jumps. I don't think we spooked any getting in the blind. Now we just gotta get quiet and hope one will come out.
The Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Savage Arms, no nonsense, all performance. Field and Stream, where traditions begin. Bushnell Optics. Fusion Ammunition, let it loose. Realtree, family, friends, and the outdoors. And Yeti, built for the wild.
This week, I'm fired up. We're going to Texas. A little bit earlier in the season than we normally spend time in Texas, but we've got a new ranch. We bought it this spring. The SOE Ranch is going to be our backbone of our outfitting operation here, and I'm fired up to start hunting it, figuring it out, learning the property, and this place is super special. Giant bucks. I got the crossbow. I got to try a little bit of this earlier season hunting. We've also got a special treat. A little bit later, we've got Jason Aldean coming in, country music singer, one of the buck commanders. These guys know what they're doing. They have a lot of fun hunting. I've seen them on TV, never got to hunt with them, so it'll be a treat for me. I'm excited about it. We're on the SOE Ranch, Texas, big bucks. Let's roll.
This is a really good way to start the day off. It's just getting light enough where we can see. Never been on this property before. Yesterday when we were checking cameras that Randy had put out, he's up in Illinois and I came down to Texas to hunt. We got 4 does and 2 bucks. We got a buck down at the end down here and a really big buck to the left, and he's only 3. I'm not real good at passing up deer that are that big, but he's not old enough. That's a young deer, and he already scored in the 160s, probably. Dang giant. I don't even like looking at him because I want to shoot him. I've never hunted this ranch before. It was pretty good first morning. Saw 2 bucks. One was a giant, but he was not old enough. And the other one was old enough, but he was too far away for the crossbow. A couple does, fawns. I mean, not bad guessing where to go on your first morning. Never hunting here, but I'm gonna go check a few more cameras that Uncle Randy put out and see what we see. And make a plan for tonight and get out early tonight. It's gonna get hot, you know, it's South Texas into October, it's warm, but these deer are used to it, and we're gonna get out early. I just wanna go check some cameras. We'll go do that now. Jump on the bad boy, go run some cards. We'll see what happens. This looks like a pretty good spot here. Might could even bow hunt at this one blind sitting up on the hill. Yeah, boy, they're moving at night in this heat, that is for sure. It's our last afternoon trying this, so we're back where we started. We're gonna see if we can kill one here. I like this spot. We saw some really nice bucks here. We passed a giant buck here, but he was only 3.5. So we're set up, we'll hunt, we'll see what happens. It's hot again, so I've been complaining about the heat all week. Definitely hasn't changed any, but I'm feeling good. Tonight's our night. Get everything set up here. There's a doe coming through the brush over here. He's gonna come out right in front of us. The doe and a fawn. The corner of the barn. They spooky here. They do. Well, I'm disappointed. I was really wanting to shoot that whack up through a dang deer. But I don't think it's gonna happen. Not this trip, but I'll be back. About 10 days we'll be back. Hopefully it'll cool off a little bit and things will brown up some.
Well, this earlier season hunting, we came down here with the crossbow with the intent of we're going to knock down one of these good mature bucks. This ranch is full of them, and it can just be a little tough hunting. We're going to have to punt and come back in a couple weeks when it gets a little bit better. It's going to be fun. I'm excited because I know they're here, but we're going to head back up north and start hunting some of our Midwest places, and we'll get back down here when it gets right, and we're going to kill some of these deer. Well, I've been hunting pretty hard, seeing a lot of deer, just not the shooters I'm looking for. Jason Aldean rolls into camp, big tour bus. Man, he's a pretty cool guy. I've only got to spend a few minutes with him, but it's nice to have him in camp. The guys are all excited. My guides are excited. The camera guys are excited. It's just going to be a fun week. It makes for an interesting couple days of hunting. It's his first sit. We've got him in a spot where I know there are 2 or 3 shooter bucks. I'm getting them on my cameras almost every day. If he can sit this stand a couple times, I believe he's got a great chance at killing a good buck.
Yeah, man, it's a big buck. It's a nice deer. Yeah, let's shoot him. You got him. Well, that happened quick. I'm excited, and big thanks to Mike. Thanks for having us out, man. It was fun being able to come down and get a South Texas rifle hunt in. Always kind of makes it easier when you can bring out the rifle. So cool. Can't wait to go find him and check him out and get our hands on him. So.
What's up, man?
What's going on?
I heard a shot.
Yeah,
Did you get him?
it was a good shot, I think. He was
Sweet.
right there, and he was already starting to kind of buckle up before he ever cleared the field. So I don't think he's too far in there. Hopefully easy to find and don't have to wade through any cactus.
There you go. Randy said if you can't drive to them, they're not worth shooting. So
I agree.
we'll ride up there and check it out.
Yeah, man. Pretty good. Yeah,
He went this way? Perfect. There's enough white rock right here. He ought to be right here. Might be some blood somewhere.
I see him already.
He didn't go nowhere. Congrats, man.
Thank you, brother.
That's a heck of a deer,
Thank you,
bud.
thank
That's
you,
a good
man.
one. Good shot, too.
Crazy. Not a lot of blood.
Look at that deer. Whoo!
Good Lord.
Body on him. You were right about big and old.
Look how tight, man. Look how.
Gosh. For us, man, that's a big body deer. That is an old deer.
That's a cool deer, man. Just,
It's the widest buck we got on the ranch.
I mean, he's probably 12 inches wide.
Yeah, well, look at that tine
But
right there.
just, yeah. I
That's
think
that's 12, 13-inch G3s.
he's broke off a little bit in the front where, I mean, I bet he almost was touching in the front. That was cool, but I appreciate
It's a
you
stud,
letting me
man.
come
Thanks
out,
for
man.
coming out and hunting with us. I
My
enjoyed
pleasure.
it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's
Anytime.
awesome.
So let's
It's
get
a
him
great
back.
deer and a good one to kill. I appreciate you doing it.
Hey, my pleasure, man. Let's get him back and show him to the guys.
Yeah, I know Justin, those guys are pumped and they want to see him because they've been texting me already. Let's drag
Good
him out
deal.
of here and we'll
Awesome.
check. Get it to them.
Well, it's been a great week. Jason Aldean kills a great buck. That was a super old deer. I don't know if he was 6.5 or 7.5. It was a tank. Body-wise, in Texas, they don't get any bigger than that buck was. I've got my crossbow. I am bound and determined I'm going to kill one of these bucks. There's a couple of good deer coming into this stand. I've just got to have one show up. It's going to happen. I hope today's the day. We have seen a ton of deer. It's been raining the last 3 days. It's clearing up this morning. I actually see a little blue sky to the east, which we haven't seen in 3 days. These deer don't know what to do. I can't believe we haven't actually seen this buck we're hunting. It's an old 8-point, just big 8-point. We have seen a ton of deer and just, I think these mature bucks, the rut's starting to go and they're with does. I think that's the problem. I know he's here though, so we're gonna stay on this spot and keep hunting it, and hopefully maybe this morning will work. It's clearing up nice, so at least we're not gonna get wet this morning. There's 3 does out there. And no mature bucks again. I hear something to the left. They're all looking left, like something's coming. There's a buck coming out. I can see it. I just saw his horns for a second. That's him. That's the deer. He just stepped out right there. That's him. There we go. Yes! That's the buck I've been talking about. We have sat here 7 times trying to see that deer. We saw him the first night. He walked through too fast. I couldn't get a shot with the crossbow. And this morning, the weather finally broke. It's been raining for 3 days. Just nasty weather. Nice cool morning. He stepped out. I wasted no time. That's the deer. I think I smoked him. That looks good. That lighted knock went right through him. I see it sticking in the ground right there. I bet you that deer didn't run 20 yards. So don't waste any time. I want to get out of the blind and go get him. I am pumped. That's the deer. That's what I love to do. Target a whitetail and then stay on them till you get them. to me, it doesn't matter how big their rack. It doesn't have to be the biggest buck on the ranch. To be able to target one, get in his world, and then beat him, there's nothing better than that. I love it.
Love a big guy getting out of a ground blind. It's not the most agile procedure. All right, let's go get him. Pass through. Look how dug in the dirt that thing is. I mean, gosh. And then that whacking broadhead on there. It's under all that mud. You could probably put new blades on that thing and shoot it again. I don't think we're gonna have to go super far to look for this one. Not much of a track job. He's right there. He turned the corner and died in 20 yards. Take this bolt off. All right, the crossbow's clear and safe. We got us a mature whitetail buck, and like I said, this is the one we targeted. Down right. Oh, look at the mass. Oh man, look at this deer. Holy cow. He's even better than I thought. That is a stud of a whitetail. That's him, blind in his right eye. You want to know what mature whitetail bucks look like? That's one. Heck yeah, look at all the purling on the bottom. And his base has got that little kicker. I've been getting pictures of this deer since July. I finally got my crack at it, and I made the most of it. First crossbow kill of the year, not bad. Uncle Randy, read it and weep, I'm on the board. Man, what a deer, perfect shot. Just perfect. Pass through, doesn't get any better than this. You want to hunt down here in Texas, be able to kill a buck like this, come hunt with Uncle Randy and I. This is just amazing. I love hunting down here, and I love hunting down here in December during the rut. But one thing that's cool about this ranch is this is a management deer. Amazing. You can call that a management buck. That's how awesome this ranch is. Come hunt with us here on SOE Hunts. Give us a call. We'd love to have you. I got my deer. What a week on the SOE Ranch. I've been excited since the day we closed on this property to finally get to start hunting it. All summer long, running trail cams, getting the property prepped, all the bush hogging, the land clearing, getting the farm fields ready, getting food plots ready, which this place is pretty cool. We can irrigate it. We got tons of water here. So it's a neat place for Texas. You just don't see this in Texas typically. And we've got the ability to do some cool things with this property. I'm pumped for the future. It's gonna be great. And this hunt was perfect. Jason Aldean came in, got to kill a buck pretty quick. It didn't last very long, but a mature deer, I mean, this deer was one of the biggest body Texas bucks I've ever seen. This thing was a tank when he walked out. Congrats. And Jason, hope you'll come back and hunt with us. We had a great time. The Buck Commander guys, maybe we can get the rest of them down here hunting with us sometime. And then finally, got one of those old 8-pointers I'd been hunting, and that deer, he was blind in one eye. That was one of those old bucks I had targeted back in the summer, and I got him. Thanks for watching Savage Outdoors. We'll see you next week.
The Savage Outdoors is brought to you by Savage Arms, Bushnell Optics, Excalibur Crossbows, Hunter Safety System, True Glow, Conquest Scents, Whack-'em Broadheads, Fusion Ammunition, Raptor Razor, and SMI Motorsports. Enter for great hunting prizes and great racing values at smicorporate.com/race to the outdoors.